Juules spent 3 years in prison for a crime she did not commit. She was accused of molesting her grandson and teaching him to perform sex acts. But she came onto my show determined to clear her name, and she did. Take a look at this clip and stay tuned for the update.
One day I'm minding my business. I'm working on my garden in the front of my home, and some police and detectives pull up. They came over to me and they just said, well, we'd like to ask you some questions. And I'm like, what did I do? And before you know it, I'm locked up behind bars. They wanted to charge me with sexual assault of a minor. Milani accused me of teaching my grandson how to perform a sex act on me, and that never ever happened. I think Milani coached my grandson to say these things. She's being vindictive, and she comes after me with one of the worst things that you can accuse someone of. My grandson admitted in front of his dad and his mom that she made him lie. And why would he say that if it's not true? My son paid the bail, I got out, and when I got out, my attorney that I paid told me that if I did not take this plea, I was gonna get 18 years, and me being distraught and very, very hurt, I thought it was true. And so I pled to false imprisonment, which still I had to do time. I'm still considered a sex offender.
He began crying. He said, when I'm with my granny, she makes me do bad things. He turns and looks at me, and he sticks his tongue out and goes, and instantly, oh, my blood began to boil, and I'm like, what did she do to you? You wanna tell me? She makes me and touch her down there.
Did you ever coach your son to say these things?
Never, never.
And what happened to Juules because of this investigation?
She ended up taking a plea. I don't know what she was facing. I did hear that the 18 years, but she took a plea for 3 years in, 3 years out, and then she was on probation, but yet still had contact with my children and did another 3 years.
But 3 years in prison?
Yes, that was it.
You lie, Milani.
You say you didn't do anything with your grandson.
Right.
Inappropriate.
Right.
Why in the world wouldn't you fight that tooth and nail to, not to go to jail? What if she fails and she railroaded you and she got you in prison for 3 years when you didn't do anything? What if she fails for coaching your grandson?
She should be charged.
She should be charged.
Charged with, that's considered child
Would you like to see her go to prison?
If she's, yes, if she's guilty.
Oh, I mean, come on, I don't blame you.
Yes.
My son, being a 4-year-old at a tender age, came out and said my mom lied and had me lie.
Why do you want her to be in trouble?
She's not in trouble.
She is going to be in trouble.
Why?
Because you told Tommy and the police.
You were lying.
Oh, now you want to call me a liar, huh?
You told me.
She told you to do what? What did your mama tell you to do?
Ask Master. Mama told you to lie?
Yeah.
They always said, just tell your mom to take a plea, get this over with. Which I would have never took no plea. I told my mom to never take no plea. But she has never been in trouble before her whole life.
Juules, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you at any time engage in any inappropriate sexual behaviors and sexual contact with your grandson for your own sexual gratification? You answered no. Did you at any time force your grandson to perform any sexual acts on you? You answered no. The results came back the same to those two questions, and it came back that Juules told the truth. Let's go! Let's go! And I'm just wondering, do you ever think like you're going to fight this and try to get this removed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So, Milani, you came here and took a lie detector test.
Let's hear it.
We asked you, did you coach your son by helping him say that his granny made him do inappropriate sexual things to her? You answered no. Did you prep your son with the story you came up with before he spoke to the police and Children's Services to ensure he got it right that his granny made him perform sex acts? You answered no. Are you fabricating this entire story that your son was sexually assaulted by his grandmother, Juules? You answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 3 questions, and it came back that Milani did not tell the truth.
Let's go! Let's go!
Definitely is not.
Can't say nothing. Now what do you have to say?
That is
What do
definitely
you have to say?
not.
Both of y'all have lie detector tests. She passed, you
That
failed.
is no.
You stole 3 years of her life, plus the fact that she's a registered sex offender.
Yes,
and
she
I don't
is.
even know if appearing on the show, I would hope it helps you. I
Yes,
would hope
it
that
will.
So
It
you
will.
go
fight
back.
for this,
yeah.
man.
It will.
Hope
But
that
he
she does
keep it
too.
though.
Don't you think
No remorse.
you probably should do some time in jail?
Yes.
Yes.
Go to jail 3 years and see how it is.
Excuse me.
So you hear her saying, I'm gonna take 3 years.
She didn't
Nothing
state
in you
it, but the DA
screamed,
did tell me.
I took this too far. I'm stealing this
No,
woman's
because
freedom.
I stood with my son.
You didn't care, man.
With him. With him.
I would suggest that you go back,
Yes.
talk to law enforcement, show them that tape that you made.
Yes.
They
and
have it.
Maybe,
They have it.
They have
maybe
it.
justice will be served. I don't know if it will be, but we know justice was denied.
I hope this
Yeah.
don't change
And
the
with you,
relationship, though, like I
you can
said.
get
They
the
don't
hell
have to
up on
reject
stage.
Hello, the stage,
You're a liar.
It's been almost a year since Milani was exposed and Juules was exonerated. And today, Juules is back with an update. Hey, Juules, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Steve?
You know, I'm doing very good. When I watch that, I still get mad that she knew she was lying. She let an innocent woman go to prison for 3 years. When you watch
Yes,
that,
she
what
did.
goes through your mind?
It's really sad and it hurts a bit, but I'm glad that I had the opportunity to come on there and take a polygraph test so that I can be proven innocent. You know, I was always adamant about being innocent the whole entire time, and I was railroaded completely. And that's one of the worst things, like I said, that you can do to someone is go downtown and lie.
You want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Contact the show now at 1-888-STEVE-07.
She told one of her family members that I'm going to go downtown and turn myself in and get this over with, and you know, whatever. And she never did. She still, she hasn't turned herself in. She hasn't admitted to the lie. But you know, obviously, we know from your show, and I thank you for that, that she has been bid as a liar. So you know,
I mean,
she's a chronic liar.
are the authorities looking to press charges against her?
No, they haven't done anything to her, and
That's a shame. I mean,
consider- Yes.
we do things that, you know, people screw up and do terrible things, but knowing that you didn't do this, knowing that you were going to, you've never been in trouble in your life, you know, to get robbed of 3 years,
Yes.
you know, I can't even imagine. Now, did you read any of the feedback my viewers gave after the show?
I've read a lot of feedback, and 99% of it was positive.
Some of the comments that people wrote, you can easily tell that Juules is a proud grandmother. I know she was telling the truth the whole time, and I'm praying she gets to see her grandson again and helps her grandson get the justice he deserves. Have you seen your grandson?
Not in person, no. I haven't seen him. My son updates me on everything. I have not seen him, you know, because of the
But your son's
the
not
rules
with
and
her.
regulations.
But your son's not with her anymore, right?
No, that was the problem. They broke up years ago, and you know, she's a chronic liar, and she's got a problem, you know.
Another comment, as a loving grandma, this was hard to watch. It was obvious from the start that Granny didn't do it. That mother should have 3 years of her life in prison for doing that. That's outrageous. Another one, that recording of the child crying, saying his mother was lying, was so sad. He wanted to do the right thing, but Mama was so filled with hate, forcing her 4-year-old child to lie. The mother who made the false accusations to the grandmother needs to be in jail for 30-plus years. So
Yes.
this story struck a lot of people. Like I said, even for me, you know, I do the show every day, and hearing crazy stories, this one really, when you think about robbing somebody of their freedom and you intentionally do it, and you know that person did nothing, but you were being a loving grandmother, and she did that to you. She's one of the most evil people that have ever been on the show. I certainly would like to see Milani spend 3 years in jail.
Yes.
Well, I give you a lot of credit because, you know, you've been through a lot. You have a really positive attitude about you. And, you know, if there's anybody out there watching that can help in this type of situation, I certainly hope they step forward and really help you out. And, you know, we're always here for you. If you need anything, you let us know. And we wish you all the best, Juules.
Thank you so very much, Stephen. I appreciate you so very much.
Take care.